Budget and Finance Committee meeting. I do have the minutes from the last meeting. I'm looking for approval of those minutes. Motion is second. All in favor, please let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed? Very good. For the record, we have everyone present with the exception of Ms. Amobian. She's not able to be here. She contacted us. We have two pieces. The first piece, an ordinance authorizing the Director of Finance to enter into an agreement with the University of Akron School of Law to provide an amount not to exceed $25,000 for its expungement program and declaring an emergency. Ms. Miller-Dawson.
Thank you. This is the program we've been doing with them for the last few years. The amount is the same, $25,000. I have Exhibit A, which I'll pass out to you. That kind of describes what they do for that.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Okay. Yeah, we have an attachment, but it doesn't. How many years is this for the program?
We were debating that. It's been since Marco was president, okay. So I'm not sure, but quite a few years, at least 5 years. In any event, Exhibit A kind of explains what it is they will be doing for us, and it has the cost of the program on the back.
You can give us just a moment. Who is it that serves as the attorney?
There's a law professor.
Okay.
Joanna Saul.
Joanne Saul.
Thank you. And do we know where the clinics are held throughout? Are they all held? Are they countywide, citywide?
I believe it's citywide, but I could verify the information.
Because I think we held one a year or two ago. Okay.
But they're going to do 11 clinics.
Okay. Yeah, probably just for council's sake, if we could find out where those are going to be in the upcoming, not to hold up this legislation, but if we could just find out so we would know that and be able to pass that along to our constituents.
Okay.
Yes, Ms. Somerville.
Thank you, Councilman Freeman. One thing I was going to suggest for council members, if you're interested in holding a clinic in your district, to reach out to Professor Saul. I know I've done that a couple times, and she has brought them into the ward. So.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Do I have? Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Keith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to tell people I've worked with Joanna Saul. We've had 3 expungement clinics in Somerville because you are the one who drew up the relationship between us, and it's the University of Akron and the law partners over there that are going through school. I'm going to tell you our first one that we held, we have 50 people that we were able to help. I should take the word we out of it because I had nothing to do with it except to greet them at the door. But every year that I have this in my ward, it exceeds that number. It's needed. It allows people that second chance that they need to get, and sometimes they are just not aware of some of the new rulings that we have or the process and the procedures that they go through. When these people come to the clinic, and you can't just have it anywhere, there has to be plenty of areas where you can you have to have good Wi-Fi to begin with, but there has to also be plenty of areas where you can talk to these people individually to move them forward in the process. And most of them, when they leave there, they have a new lease on life that they're able to move out of whatever situation they were in. So I will always be a proponent for this piece, and I'd be happy to meet with anybody afterwards, as I'm sure Marco Somerville would be also. This is good for the city.
Thank you. Comments or questions? do I have a motion for suspension of the rules? Motion is second. All those in favor, let me know by saying aye. Opposed? Okay, that passes. We will pass that out this evening. Thank you very much. Second item is an ordinance authorizing the Director of Finance to pay costs associated with the city's participation in miscellaneous organizations and associations, agencies, and declaring an emergency.
Again, this is annual legislation. We've been doing this for at least the last 10 years. Attached to the ordinance is a list of some of the organizations.
Questions, comments? So National League of Cities, and I think it's the way it's always been. This is, this comes under our budget, or
It's been charged to citywide,
it is charged citywide? Okay.
yes.
Okay. And then,
But if you would like for us to move it, we could.
actually, we were going to discuss a few things we were wanting to move your way from City Council's budget. No, the benefit we receive from that, though, is if somebody does choose to go to NLC, we go at the membership rate, which is, significantly discounted rate. Okay. All right. Any questions or comments? A motion to suspend the rules? We have a motion and a second for suspension of the rules. All those in favor, please let it be known by saying aye. Opposed? Okay, we will pass that out this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are adjourned.